Have you ever found yourself reading like this and wonder how people can read like this for hours? The most efficient way to improve quality of your time with books is practicing conscious reading. In this video, we're going to talk about what conscious reading really is and about 3 most effective ways to improve your reader's experience. It will change the whole way you interact with texts. Hi, I'm Mike Tulpakov, and I'm here to help you discover great literature and start reading books productively and consciously. Speaking about conscious reading, we first need to set the definition of it. On the one side, we have passive reading, when you just absorb the information without interacting with it. And conscious reading requires much more effort and focus, but the benefits are worth it. Be sure you watch this video to the end, because I'll also tell you about one amazing effect that challenges your conscious all the time. And we'll also play a little game. Stay tuned. So, how do we practice conscious reading? One way is to pay attention to author's tone and purpose. For example, while reading a newspaper or an article in the internet, try to think, is author want to inform you or persuade or just entertain you? This can give you a better understanding of the text, its purpose, and how to interpret it. If you develop this skill, you will never be a victim of propaganda. In our world, full of authoritarian governments and worldwide corporations, seeing the real reasons behind the people's words is inevitable. By the way, all the ways I'm talking about this video are not just to-do list. All these skills are very hard to develop. Sometimes it takes years to achieve. But once you gain it, you will be a conscious reader for all your life. Another way to practice your conscious reading is comparing your life experience, your knowledge, with the texts. It makes the text more relatable to you. For example, if you're reading a book in a different culture setting, think about how the story can be similar or different from your own experience. For me, the best representation of it is reading Gabriel Garcia Marquez. The world of magical realism, where his characters are living, is the same world where the real people in Latin America live in. And it's so much controversial to my own world that I can't stop putting myself in Marquez' book's settings and imagine how could I behave in such uncomfortable or unfamiliar situations. And finally, you're practicing your conscious reading by actively questioning and analyzing the text. It means asking yourself questions like what the real idea of this text is, what is the motivation of protagonist or antagonist, what are the key points and evidence that supports them. It also means looking for patterns, themes, and connections between them. Almost all the great books in world literature are really complex and multi-layered. So practicing conscious reading is perhaps the only way you could understand the great literature. That's the point where you will start understand War and Peace by Tolstoy and Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky. You just see the phantom threads that they sued with. Previously, I promised you to tell you about one great effect that challenges your conscious all the time. It's so-called the Mandela effect. It's a phenomenon when a large group of people believe that some facts or events occurred differently when it actually did. It's named after Nelson Mandela, who many people remember dying in late 1980s in prison. But in reality, he was released in 1990 and died just in 2013. There are several explanations of Mandela effect, including false memories, the power of suggestion, and the influence of internet and social media on shaping collective memories. So let's play a game. If you've ever seen Star Wars Episode 5 Empire Strikes Back, you probably remember the famous "Luke, I am your father." Nope. The actual line is "No, I am your father." Many people have memories of the line being former, not the latter. The second example is Pikachu. Many people remember Pikachu, a Pokemon character, with yellow black-tipped tail. Do you remember it? In reality, the character has always had a solid yellow tail. And finally, do you remember the Monopoly Man? Does he wear monocle? Yes, of course you will say, but no. Check it out if you don't believe it. The only way to overcome Mandela effect is to be conscious and critical in accepting information. To conclude, I must say that conscious reading always takes effort. But it's unbelievably powerful tool to understand, remember, and critically evaluate the information we are consuming. It also aids in developing critical thinking, analytical, and comprehension skills. The only way to improve your conscious reader skills is to practice it. Start by small steps by picking a book you're really interested in or that you already know, and try to apply these techniques while you read. For example, my favorite book is 12 Chairs by Ilya Ilf and Evgeny Petrov. I read it about 10 times, but only 3 times being a conscious reader. And I opened it in whole new level, but I thought that I knew it from the first to the last letter. Try conscious reading for yourself. I'm sure you will take much more satisfaction out of it. If you know another ways to practice conscious reading, let me know in comment section. And don't forget to subscribe for new tips to improve your reading. Bye bye, see you soon.